Hank, I'm going to ask you about Archie Griffin. He had a great third quarter. What do you have? 46 yards in that quarter alone. How about some Perrier water? Perrier and a cup of coffee. Kurt Gowdy and Hank Stram into the fourth period. Well, Hank, it looks if Archie Griffin ever had a 1,000-yard season, they ought to play every game in the rain. He had 46 yards on 7 carries in a rainstorm in the third period.
Yeah, he runs with a good steady, good base, and he's a very decisive runner. He doesn't dance around. He makes a move right or wrong. He's very decisive, and this is what he's done so far in this third quarter.
Second down, 6. The rain is ceasing now. They're on the 16-yard line. Here goes Griffin again. He burrows his way to the 13-yard line of Tampa Bay. And they'll have a 3rd and 3 coming up. Tampa Bay in the lead, 10-5. And a freak rain downpour, gusting 25, 30 mile an hour wind.
I mentioned earlier in the third quarter that Tampa was getting off the ball so well and licking the offensive line at the point of attack. The reverse is true now. The Cincinnati team is getting off the ball and licking the defense at the point of attack, and that's why they're making yardage.
3rd down and 3 for the Bengals on the Tampa Bay 13-yard line. They give it to the hot man, Griffin. Griffin runs to the 10. They have a first down to just over the 10-yard line, Archie Griffin. Archie's never made 1,000 yards. He's been a back that improved in pass receiving. 600 and some yards. Last year, 88's been his best. But he's run well here in this third quarter. He's not been the big man like Franco Harris, Otis Anderson, players like that.
Well, they're having great success running straight ahead. See if they continue that personality from here on in.
1st and goal to go, just inside the 10-yard line for Cincinnati, trailing 10-5 early in the fourth period. Thompson. There goes Alexander to the 7, the quick hitter.
Straight ahead.
Little flare up down there in the field between 74 Bujnak and one of the Tampa Bay secondary men. Cardinals have come back. The third would have came at us, 31-28 Giants. All right, we're spotting the ball now, the officials on the 6.5. Second down, 6.5 for a Cincinnati touchdown. Make it the 6-yard line. 10-5, Tampa Bay leading. Steady drive downfield, short spurts. Griffin to the 5, Griffin to 4, maybe to 3.5. He's getting a quick start on this slippery field in the rain.
Well, that's the best way to go on this kind of turf, straight ahead. They're getting off the ball in good shape, as I mentioned earlier, and they're getting movement, and all you need, like for a back like Archie Griffin, is a little bit of movement, little seam, little cavity, and he's going to get yardage.
Archie Griffin now has 63 yards, 52 of them in the second half. 3rd and 3 for a Bengal touchdown. Thompson throws, touchdown! And the tight end, Dan Ross. Cincinnati scores as they win. 47 yards for the touchdown. But Griffin was the man leading the way, Archie Griffin.
Play action pass, had them all fooled. Lewis was blitzing on the play, throws over the top to number 89, Dan Ross, the tight end, and he's open on the play. There you see it again. But he's wide open on the play, and Cincinnati scores.
it is now 11-10. Deion Sunter. The hold will be by Levenseller. 12 minutes to play in this game. 12:05 to be exact. The rain has stopped. Now we see some blue clouds. The kick is up and it's good. And the drive punched mostly by former Heisman Trophy winner Archie Griffin sends Cincinnati out in front of Tampa Bay 12-10.
Yes, I'm here. I'm on the field. Yes, he's on the field too. Can you hear me?
Cincinnati will kick off. The rain has stopped. Some blue clouds now to our left after one of the heaviest downpours you ever want to see for 10 or 15 minutes. Isaac Higgins is a deep man for Tampa Bay, and the wind now has died down completely. Well, the electrical thunderstorm is over. And here's the kick. The line drive to the 14-yard line of Tampa Bay. Back with the ball comes Rick Burns. Burns piles over the 30 and is driven out of bounds on his 33-yard line. First down for Tampa Bay. There's that last drive, 45 yards, 10 plays. They had the ball over 5 minutes. Most of the yardage picked up by Archie Griffin. San Francisco now 23, New Orleans 13 in the fourth period. Very young team. The 49ers vastly improved. We'll be there next week with Hank, the Cardinals, and the 49ers in the Bay Area.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have to generate some kind of a running attack. They haven't done much of that at all. See if they line up in their... No, they don't. I thought they might line up in double tight, but they're not. Slot left.
Eckwood and Ricky Bell behind Doug Williams. Whistle blown. I think Doug Williams asked about the ball. Wipe it off. He has the option to do so. Now Steve Wilson of Georgia, fifth-year player, goes over the ball. Sanders, the left guard, in his second year switching over from defense. Roberts is in his second year, the right guard. Williams will throw on first down. Comes out of the pocket, gets to the 25. Slips and goes down in a puddle. They'll spot him down on the 40-yard line.
This is good judgment on the part of Doug Williams, really. If he's not sure, he goes back in the pocket, doesn't see anybody open, sees the room up front, takes advantage of it. He's got to carry that ball a lot tighter and a lot better. Somebody's going to pop it loose. But he made a sizable gain on the play.
And Doug made 8 yards to his 41, second and 2. Archie Manning to Wes Chandler for 49 yards, 23-20, 49ers over New Orleans. Eckwood on the sweep, trying to get outside. He has the first down to his own 45-yard line. Tampa Bay first down on their 45. Cameron and Rosano on the tackle. Boy, look at this. New England pouring on the Browns 34-3. They're all squawking in New England about the inept showing of the team in preseason.
Yes.
They're without 4 of their players who are holdouts. Mike Haynes, an all-pro, Sam Cunningham, Richard Bishop, and they're really giving it to the Browns.
That time Eckwood had a chance to be a little bit more decisive and break off a little sooner than he did, but he still made the first down.
Whistle on the field. And that timeout, I believe, was called on Cincinnati. They had too many players on the field, so they took a timeout. They have
It's a good defense if you can get away with it.
12-10 Cincinnati. Hello, Truck. Can we check how many official timeouts Cincinnati has left? We have 1 left for them. Can we check that to be sure? How can you check it? With whom? Bucks have 1. I mean, they've taken 1 timeout, you mean? I'm asking how many's left. You said they have 1 left. What? Give me a game. Tampa Bay's on their 45-yard line with a first down, trailing 12-10. Cincinnati just scored in a 45-yard drive. Doug Williams. Eckwood is hit hard there as he's trying to slide off the left side. More scores. Markowski to Jackson. It's Minnesota 20, Atlanta 20. They come back to tie it up. Well, they got 21 here. Let's get the score correct. 20-20 or 21-20?
I think it's 21-20.
Second down 8. 47-yard line of Tampa Bay. There's the toss. He hits him. First down. He shook away from a rusher and then threw the ball to Jerry Eckwood for a first down in Cincinnati territory.
Doug Williams really did a good job of staying in the pocket that time. He had some pressure. Trying to find a place to throw the ball. Danko 52 is blitzing on the play. Goes right beyond him. Should have had the sack. But Doug stays right in that pocket in great shape. Browner's coming from the inside. Throws the ball over the top. And a big play. First down to Eckwood for the first down.
9 minutes to go in this game. 12-10. Cincinnati ahead. Ricky Bell off his left guard to the 38-yard line of Cincinnati, where Glenn Cameron, the inside linebacker, and rookie Rick Pisano made the stop.
All right, look at there, 24-17 now. Pittsburgh ahead in the fourth quarter.
And Bradshaw scored, Hank, on a 1-yard run. Pittsburgh had a 17-0 lead at halftime. Houston rallied, and now there's 12:50 to play in that game. Pittsburgh ahead by 7. Second down 7 for Tampa Bay on the Bengal 38. Williams looks the field over. Now takes off. And he's to the 30-yard line. He's hit there by Greg Bright, the safety man. He's been very effective running today.
Here again, he drops back into the pocket, then rolls to the left. That was by design, not by accident. Rolls to the left with the express purpose of hitting the receiver one-on-one, but he was covered, decided to take off and run, and he slides in for the first down.
He's the leading ball carrier today for the Buccaneers. He has 35 yards on 6 carries.
quarterback who can move, adds a big dimension, and keeps drives alive, and that's exactly what he's done.
Ricky Bell has only 12 yards and 8 carries. Eckwood has 33 yards. They have a first down in the Cincinnati 30. That's Eckwood, yard or two, and that's it for him. 7.5 minutes to go. Rosano and Ross Browner, the defensive end. This is the Cincinnati club that was last in total defense last year. 16th against the run, 27th against the pass, and gave up the most points a game, 26. But they've been rugged today.
They certainly have been. And they've got a Bradovich and a double tight end, double flanker offense in here at this time.
Second down, 8 for Tampa Bay. Cincinnati 28.
Tight end, tight end, tight end.
Giles has the ball. Giles goes down for a first down on the 12-yard line. Jimmy Giles. Ray Griffin brought him down in the secondary. First down, Tampa Bay now, threatening to score.
Doug Williams has really shown a lot of poise, great leadership qualities, and demonstrated his ability in this drive by taking off and running when he had to, and of course delivering the big pass in that key situation.
He now has 10 completions today and 19 attempts for 140 yards. Got off to a slow start, but has picked up since the first period. First down, Tampa Bay. Inside the 15. The pitch to Eckwood. Eckwood runs into one of his own blockers, slowed him down, and then number 52, Tom Dinkle, tackled him. As the new coach, Horace Gregg's playing young linebackers, reserve linebackers in the fourth period.
And here again, they're doing a terrific job of containing student body right and left. They haven't succeeded in making any yardage on the play at all, and that's their bread and butter play, the play they like to use an awful lot.
And Hank, they now have a 2nd and 12, Tampa Bay. They're on the 15-yard line. A field goal to put them in the lead. Cincinnati ahead 12-10. 5:19 to go. Williams looks him over. Threw the ball high, nearly intercepted by Ray Griffin. And Cincinnati needed an interception. Ball was thrown high to Ricky Bell. Deflected away, and Ray Griffin, number 44, nearly had it. It'll be 3rd and 12.
And Kevin House, he goes back from a double wing formation that time and throws the ball poorly because he's throwing it falling away. He's really not anchored and set well. And for that reason, he threw it over the top. Kevin House would look like he was open in the end zone on the play.
Well, a brother act here in the second half. Archie Griffin's had a big second half running the ball, being the spearhead of the scoring drive. And Ray Griffin really coming up with that play, his baby brother. 3rd and 12, Tampa Bay on the Cincinnati 15-yard line. The handoff to Eckwood. Eckwood goes to the 5 on a quick breaker. Gary Eckwood, the quick breaker inside. Dinkle and Greg Bright team up to take him there. And they look over here to the yardsticks.
Yeah, they've got to kick the field goal.
They'll bring the most efficient place kicker of all time in the NFL on. 68% good on his field goal. And Garo Yepremian, ex of the Florida team, the other Florida team, the Miami Dolphins, now kicking for Tampa Bay, can put his team in the lead. This will be a 22-yard attempt. He has a dry spot there where it's going to be held by Blanchard. And here's it's dropped. He boots it. It's blocked. They messed it up. They had a short one and messed it up. The ball was bobbled by Blanchard. He couldn't get a clean hold on it, and they failed to get the field goal.
It looked like it went right through. It looked like it slipped. Tried to get it down. Garo lost his rhythm and tried to get it off, but it was blocked.
A big break for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they'll take over on their 14-yard line when we return. Never got a hold of the ball, did he? see it there. How many cameras you got today? 3? 4? You out of camera? Well, they had a 22-yard field goal right in front of those goal posts. It looked like a dry spot in the field, but the ball might have been slippery. Blanchard couldn't handle it cleanly. Finally got it set down. It broke the rhythm of Garo Yepremian, and they failed on the field goal. And Cincinnati takes over with 4:20 to play. Speaking of field goals, Erxelbaum just kicked one for New Orleans to tie the 49ers at 23-all. 9:30 to go. 23-23 to 49ers and New Orleans. Buffalo ahead of Miami 10-7 in the fourth period. Flag goes down. Archie Griffin tackled along the line of scrimmage. But they dropped the flag. Now the sun is out. That's offside against Tampa Bay. They'll have a 1st and 5. How this weather changed. In the third period, a torrential downpour and gusty winds of 30 miles an hour. Now we're back to brilliant sunshine.
And thank goodness for synthetic turf, or else this would really be a bad game.
71 defense.
It would be a mud bowl out there in the fourth period without artificial surface. 1st and 5. Cincinnati on their 18-yard line with one purpose: hang on to that ball and try and kill the clock. Cincinnati ahead 12-10. They go out to the 20 with it, and Archie Griffith squirming along, running low to the ground the way the back that Hank Strand used to have, Mike Garrett.
Yeah, he was something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He looked like he ran underground.
The defense could never see him. He was always running so low behind his offensive blocker.
Yeah, we had Warren McVay, who was also about the same size and also played right here at Cincinnati.
2nd down, 3 to go. The Bengals on their 20-yard line. The clock is moving, 3:40 to play. Very carefully, the ball landed to Griffin. Griffin is pounded down on the 22-yard line. Sims is throwing his 4th touchdown pass of the game. And it's 38-28, the Giants, and Ernie Gray has caught his 3rd pass. 38-28. Look at the difference in the sky now instead of that dark beast that we showed you earlier at the start of the second half. Third down and a long yard to go for the Bengals.
Looks like something to the left.
Tampa Bay holds them. That stops Griffin short of a 1st down on the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now will have to line up in a punt formation. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. They're taking all the time. McAnally will go back. He'll be punting in perhaps with a slippery ball, but in the bright sunshine instead of Blanchard kicking in a downpour, trying to kick in a downpour, who took the automatic safety. That's the difference in the game right now, that automatic safety.
And really, under the circumstances, it was really the only thing he could do.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble. He's trying to run it out of there. He fumbles the ball away. Tampa Bay goes for it. He'll have the ball deep in Cincinnati territory. There's the break that Tampa Bay was looking for. McAnally fumbled the snap. They fumble it again. And Tampa Bay takes over. They're going to spot the ball on the 5-yard line of Cincinnati.
And it was a good snap. He just fumbled it, Kurt. That's all there was to it. It looked like it was between the belt and the thigh. Maybe try to run with it, fumble it again. It didn't make any difference because Tampa has possession on the 5.
And the 2-minute warning given to each bench. And so Tampa Bay with a big chance. They're behind 12-10. Here's the replay again. The snap, as Hank Stram said, perfect. McAnally just couldn't hang on to it. I think they wiped the ball off for him, too, before the snap.
Yes, he evidently took his eye off the ball or something, but he just mishandled the punt. Now he's running to his right, and the ball is very loose. The tackler hits it, I think, touches it from behind, knocks it out of his arm, and it is finally recovered, but it doesn't really make any difference because Tampa has possession on the 5, 1st and 5.
Cecil Johnson was the man hanging on him. Tampa Bay blew a field goal attempt, a 22-yarder. Look at the water still on that artificial surface from that downpour in the 3rd quarter. But they blew it. And there's the conference of the officials. The timeouts left. 1 left for Tampa Bay, 2 left for the Bengals. The Bengals had gone ahead on a 45-yard scoring drive, spearheaded by Archie Griffin, and a surprise rollout pass from Thompson to the tight end. Then Tampa Bay came back to threaten and failed, and now Tampa Bay has the glorious opportunity here. 1st and goal to go on the Cincinnati 5-yard line. Doug Williams, Ekman and Ricky Bell. Ekman has the ball. Running wide, he's hit by Ray Griffin. The flag is down. Ray Griffin hits him for a loss. The Griffin boys today, and that's holding against Tampa Bay.
And it looked like he had a chance to run inside on the play and decided to go outside, Kurt. To try to run to a close wing-back set. The guard is pulling.
Let me ask you now, there's holding. What do you do? Do you take this 10-yard penalty, or the loss would make it 2nd and 8 to go for a touchdown?
No, you've got to take him back, Kurt. Yeah, I would think that you'd have to take him back and assess the 10-yard penalty. I don't think you let him stay in there that close.
Little Bradshaw's come through again. A 50-yard pass to Stallworth. Pittsburgh 31, Houston 17.
42.
That holding is on Ricky Bell. Pittsburgh hasn't lost a game. I think that's, if they win today, it'll be their 17th in a row on their home field. That's 96 yards and penalties, 10 penalties against Tampa Bay. We'll put the ball back on the Cincinnati 15 and make it 1st and 15 to go for a touchdown. The time all important you see in the upper right-hand corner.
You really have to give Cincinnati a lot of credit. They've done a terrific job defensively.
Cribbs, the rookie, just run 2 yards for a score, and Buffalo leads Miami 17-7. Cribbs has looked very good in preseason. There's Williams on 1st down. Shoots it in. Giles, touchdown. Jimmy Giles scores. Doug Williams throws a 2nd touchdown pass of the game to Giles, and Tampa Bay takes the lead.
Boy, what a beautiful shot.
To cover.
And I'm going to tell you something, Doug Williams with that wet ball, whistle it right in there perfectly to the tight end, Jimmy Giles. They spread the defense nicely that time. Pop it right to Giles, and he goes in for the touchdown.
He scores.
Another good shot.
47.
They had them all spread out, and they wanted to get the balls to Giles, and they did exactly that.
Now it's 16-12. There's the snap to Blanchard. The point by Yepremian is good. And Tampa Bay has the lead, 17-12. Well, let's see what Cincinnati can do in the last minute 47 when we come back. Just in touchdown passes for Sims. A minute and 47 seconds remaining. Tampa Bay has the lead, 17-12. Deacon Turner is deep for Cincinnati. The crowd has quieted down now. Here's a kick coming to Turner. Takes it on to 5, up with it again, 10, 15 to the 20. From up the middle, still fighting his way, emerges out of there, goes over the 35, comes out to his 36-yard line, where Cincinnati will put the ball in play with only one timeout left. 2 timeouts left they have. Wershing has just kicked the field goal for the 49ers, 3:46 to go. They lead New Orleans 26-23. Good run here by Deacon Turner.
Yes, he did. He stuck it up there. Ran into a pile, bounces off. Some poor tackling there on the part of the Tampa team.
Let's see what Jack Thompson does now. He gets it out to Griffin. Griffin upended, goes out of bounds on the 40-yard line, picking up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stopped the clock with 1:32 to go. Cincinnati lost their first 8 games, as we said, in '78. Their first 6 last year. They had the lead here in the last 2 minutes, and now they're behind. There's that Tampa Bay drive. 2nd down, 6 for the Bengals. 1:32 to play. Thompson, plenty of time. Pass is incomplete to number 84, Don Bass, the wide receiver, who started his career as a tight end player.
Munoz did a good job that time on Leroy Selman. He blocked him, maintained possession, contact, and drove him right beyond the quarterback, which enabled Thompson to step up into the pocket and make the throw.
Sipe to right, 11-yard pass. 34-17 now, New England over Cleveland. 4 minutes to play in that game. 1:26 remaining here. 3rd and 6.
They got to try to hit the back here or a tight end.
Alexander has the ball. Alexander trying to run for that first down markers. Out of bounds short of it at the 44 of Cincinnati, but he stopped the clock.
The way the defense is playing, they're giving them that short pass to the backs and possibly to the tight end, and feel that they have to travel very slowly and will never make it downfield with that kind of an attack.
4th down and 2. They bring on M.L. Harris to tight end. Look at that one, 6-6. They're going into overtime. Green Bay and Chicago. Wild score.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what the weather's like in Green Bay. It must be snowing.
1:20 to play. 4th and 2. They need the first down. The pass. They have it. Pass is complete to Isaac Curtis. They quickly line up, the clock moving on him. They're on the 40-yard line. And now they step in and call a timeout.
You got to get more pressure on the quarterback, the Tampa Bay, that is. If they expect to stop this drive, they haven't had much pressure on them in the last 2 plays.
1 minute and 4 seconds to go. 1 timeout left for each team. Green Bay, we just Duke Struck, our director, finds out it's overcast but pleasant. No snow, no rain, no scoring. Here's the final. Buffalo beat Miami 17-7. I think that stops a long string of Miami wins over Buffalo, and Buffalo finally ended its drought against the Dolphins. They've been very quietly building a pretty good ball club there, those Buffalo Bills.
Yes,
Chuck Knox.
yeah, Chuck has done an outstanding job, and he's been very patient, knows what he wants to get done. They've given him the opportunity to do just that, and he's really done a super job.
Well, we're trying to check officially. I believe the Bengals are out of timeouts. John McKay trying to sweat this one out. He'll sweat it out with that jacket on, because it's hot and muggy again. And when we resume play, Cincinnati will have the ball on the Tampa Bay 40-yard line. 1:04 to go, and Tampa Bay ahead 17-12. Doug Williams has played an excellent game today for Tampa Bay.
He's really been the difference, along with the great defensive play of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course, you have to give both teams a great deal of credit defensively. They've really done a terrific job, and you have to especially compliment the Cincinnati team, because they have been very unimpressive defensively in the past, and they've played extremely well here today.
They're trying to discuss the timeouts left, the officials, the benches. Williams 11, Out of 21 today, 155 yards, 2 touchdown passes to his tight end, Jim Giles. The last one, 15-yarder, he zipped into the end zone, is the one that put Tampa Bay on top.
But the big thing really is the way he has run in critical situations, crucial situations to keep the drives alive.
That's right. He picked up 36 yards on the ground today. All right, Jack Thompson fading now. Over the middle he goes with the ball. Fumble! Tampa Bay is on it. Everybody trying to scramble for it. Let's see who's got it.
I think they call it an incomplete forward pass.
Did he have possession of the ball? It may just be an incomplete pass. It may be they had possession and a fumble. They'll have to discuss this one. They stopped the clock with 57 seconds. There it is to Alexander. Now the ball squirts loose. And they have called it an incomplete forward pass. The player has to have the ball long enough to do the acts common to a game, possession or control. Pete Johnson has replaced Alexander. Second down 10, Cincinnati on the Tampa Bay 40. 57 seconds left to play. Thompson back under a big rush. Throws it. Batted away. A great save there by number 33, Mark Cotney, against the tight end, M.L. Harris. And Cotney just timed it perfectly.
Beautiful play by Cotney, but another thing, Munoz, number 78, really did a super job on Leroy Selman again.
Munoz, the big 278-pound rookie, has had 4 operations on his knees, and yet the Bengals made him the 3rd player taken in the draft. That's how great he is. A player, 4 years at USC, played in only 1 Rose Bowl game. His senior year, 4 operations, and they still paid him their number 1 draft pick. He's that great.
Pretty strong.
They got all the wide receivers spread across. 3rd and 10.
3-man rush again.
Thompson out is dropped by the fullback going out there. Pete Johnson. And now it's 4th down. The last chance for Cincinnati with 46 seconds to play. Executive producer Charles Milton III. Marvin Muse, our producer. Duke Struck, our director. He was struck by lightning in the 3rd quarter. The lightning really came down. Mike Albanese, our associate producer. Stan Mitchell, the field operations engineer. 4th down, Cincinnati's last chance. 10 yards to go. Trailing in this game, 17-12, with 46 seconds to play.
Now, how about Duke winning that Emmy Award? Isn't that great?
Yes, sir. Illegal delay of the game. Last chance where the Bengals come up. 4th and 15. There's a final. New England down the Browns, 34-17. Browns won a lot of close ones last year.
Talking about Emmys, you won one last year too, didn't we? 2 years ago, Kurt?
Not last year. Thanks for mentioning it. Here is Thompson down, but he hasn't been touched yet, so he get up. Flags are down. He throws right into the arms of a Tampa Bay player. It's an interception at the 25, and that should do it. Flags went down on the ball. Was David Lewis, the outside linebacker, to intercept on the Tampa Bay 25. Jack Thompson slipped back there, got up, and threw the interception. It's holding against Cincinnati. It'll be declined by Tampa Bay, and all they have to do now is fall on the ball a couple of times, and they've won their opener. No team has ever gone to a Super Bowl game that lost its opening game of the season.
Is that true?
That's right. It's an oddity, but
yeah,
no team that wound up in a Super Bowl ever lost its opening game.
Well, you have to give both teams a lot of credit for the way they played defensively today.